Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's talk about The Walking Dead Season 9 ratings falling terribly. Every headline, look at this. This is crazy. I will say, stay tuned because there is something coming up in The Walking Dead that will turn this into a knockdown, drag-out, bloody fight. All right? It's going to be a fight, but it's coming up in a few episodes. Now, let's look at the headlines. What The Walking Dead's crumbling ratings mean for the future of the show. Viewership falls to second lowest. Season 9 premiere ratings collapse. Half its audience compared to last year. Chops last year's ratings in half. Premiere lowest rated series history. Loses half. Okay, you guys get the point, right? Now listen to me. A lot of this isn't accurate, but it's still bad. It's still bad. Best believe. And I'm not talking about, I'm talking about a number of different things, but let's just keep it general. It's not good news. It's not good at all. Now, why is this not accurate? Well, number one, because AMC started AMC Premium. I'm sorry. I think it's $5 a month. AMC Premium, you get select shows. You can watch commercial free for all, but select shows. It's 24 hours early, like the premiere, for example. Someone said they're looking at doing all of them, whatever they show, it's going to be. That seems like madness. I don't even know why you would even think that. Because when you got a big event, you're going to have whoever has AMC, I would keep wanting to call it premiere. Everyone who has AMC Premium is going to be watching 24 hours early, and it's going to get spoiled. That cluster of fans that are just clinging on, they're just going to bounce. They're going to keep getting a spoiler after a spoiler, and nowadays you can't stay off the internet. A lot of people work on the internet. A lot of people are on the internet for their news and whatever it is, for news, friends, family. So I think the premium is needed to grab that demographic that's into streaming. I mean, that's a must. That's a part of the future, but no, half are not gone. They didn't lose half of their audience. Out of that half, they lost some, but some of them went to the AMC Premium streaming service. Some of them, and I know a few personally, a good chunk, that have at the cliffhanger in Season 9, all the way back then still, that's when they bounced, and it no longer became a priority. And that's a huge thing. It's not just that they stopped watching. It's not priority for them to watch right away. So they either buy it on Blu-ray, they buy the whole season when it's all the way done, or they wait and watch it on Netflix. And I mean, they'll buy the whole season on Amazon when it's done, or they won't go episode to episode because it's not a priority, yada, yada, yada. That's a big thing. The audience is still there, but it's the money coming later. And I think that's where it's getting a little mixed up, because I see a lot of fans saying, the headlines are exaggerating in this and this and this. And yes, that's true. However, it's still bad news. It is bad for a couple reasons, but number one, the advertising money. Even if AMC gets a lot on the premiere, signing up for that premium, I feel like if they had 7 million people sign up, they would come out and say that. I don't know what their numbers are. I tried searching. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of information, but if they had a ton of people sign up, they would come out and be like, yeah, this is rock solid, yada, yada, yada. Having, and this is where it hurts the show, having only 6.1 million people watch day one, it hurts them because of that advertising. I don't look into a lot of the technical stuff too much because I don't find it that interesting, but I do remember an old article where they were doing really good, and this was from a company that was showing what it's like getting advertising on a network. But when The Walking Dead was like at its prime, they were charging so much money. It was a golden slot to get your commercial in between a Walking Dead episode, or, in a Walking Dead commercial break. But when the ratings drop like that, they can't charge that money anymore. They can't charge that high dollar for that top, because there's no longer 17 million people looking at it. There's only 6. You know what I mean? That is massive. And again, I'm still with you. You know, it's still strong. It's still solid. But at the end of the day, this is not good news. I want, and I do believe we should be pulling some more viewers in. If every episode is as good or better as episode 1, I'm hoping we bring that 6 up to closer to a 10. I think it's doable. I think you can do it. Fans are sick of gimmicks, like the season 6 cliffhanger. Fans are sick of the split storytelling. I think that's one of the worst. So many fans are fed up with that type of story, because when you see the complaints from the fans that say, nah, I don't know what's going on. I watch when the season's done. A lot of them follow up with, I can't stand that. Let's ignore everybody and follow one character, for this episode. That split storytelling, whether it was the budget or the creative idea, I think that was one of the worst ideas, because again, it pushed so many people away. There was a number of episodes I didn't even watch, and I'm a psycho fan for the show. I didn't want to watch Tara go to Oceanside. And it's not that I didn't ever want to watch it. I didn't want to watch it that Sunday night. If I didn't have the YouTube channel and we didn't do a live talk show afterwards, I would just wait until the next Sunday and I'd watch them back to back. Again, it's about priority and great storytelling. You want people to come back and watch the show? Great storytelling, great vibe. You need to immerse them. You need to hook them, bring them in, but gotta make it priority. Anyway, they're doing something good, which is and I don't know how this is going to work in the future, I'll be honest with you, but they got the AMC Premium, which is a good thing, because a lot of the demographic they're losing are the fans that are coming up and they're into streaming. They don't even have cable, yada, yada, yada. If it wasn't for AMC is the only reason I have a cable bill. It's the only reason I watch. I should probably look at that premium. Someone told me you needed to have cable and get the premium as like an addition, and you got to have a cable account and all that. So I didn't even look into it, but I got HBO Go, and I freaking love it, because I don't even need a home, I just need an internet connection on my phone anywhere, and I got HBO Go. I could watch HBO right on my phone, my tablet. I could open it up on the computer, wherever. I can open it up on a girlfriend's, anything, done. Computer, tablet, that's what I mean by anything, you perverts. But that's what I think these companies are going to start doing. We heard Disney's got one. Let's say everyone comes up with a streaming service. This is where I get a little iffy. I'm not paying everybody. Now, maybe that's a good thing, because when you have cable, tell me you watch everything. No, you watch a couple select shows. So if AMC's charging money and Netflix and Hulu, if all these other places, if everyone's charging money for their shit, I don't know if they can charge a lot. You know what I mean? Because if I'm only watching AMC for 2 or 3 shows, and I'm only watching HBO, I was thinking about even cutting HBO off every now and then, because there's 2 or 3 months go by where I'm too busy. I don't even watch nothing, and I just leave it on. But if more and more places are going to have streaming services, then I think as we grow, as those companies grow, they need to start doing a tally where you pay what you watch. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's a cap. If you watch a lot, you pay that $5 cap. But let's say you only watch The Walking Dead. Okay, here's what you watched. You only owe us $2 this month. Your bill was 50 cents. I think streaming services need to do that in the future, because I can't see everyone buying a $20 or a $5 streaming service. Between 5 to 20, let's just say. Let's keep it all around 5. I'm not signing up for 10 different $5 services. You know what I mean? Maybe some others out there are like, well, that's my cable bill anyway, so who cares, yada, yada, yada. Maybe it breaks down to that. But I think with the future of The Walking Dead, in a nutshell, I don't think it's going anywhere now. And it won't ever. it's a big enough franchise with a big enough core audience that will follow whatever they do because they want to finish this thing out. I think no matter what, it's going to bleed out. And I've said this time and time again. It will not just get canceled. A lot of people are saying, oh, season 10, that's it. Look, they're shutting it down. No, The Walking Dead, we're going to be hearing about it. Unless something else is going on that I don't know about behind the scenes. We're going to be hearing about it only having 4 million, only having 3 million, then 2 million, then 1 million. And as it drops in popularity, as it drops in ratings, they're going to cut the budget. They're going to chop that budget up like someone at Terminus chops up the bodies, Next thing you know, The Walking Dead is going to be literally a skeleton of its former self with a $500,000 budget per episode. And no one on it is from season 1 except for Norman Reedus. He's going to be the budget. They're just going to pay him for every episode. And it's going to become, if it keeps going down, it'll become something to point and laugh at. It'll bleed out. I just don't see AMC going, you know what? We need to revitalize this franchise or whatever. Let's shut it down and yada, yada, yada. Which I don't think they should do. I think they've got enough good stuff now to just make the story great and immerse people. But the last thing I want to say, and I'm going to close on this, is we are going to know what the future of The Walking Dead is going to be in 4 weeks. Episode 5, we already know, is the last episode of Rick Grimes. He's either going away, he's either dying. After that, after the next few episodes after that, I think that'll be a clear indication if The Walking Dead is in a lot of trouble or if they might be able to hang on there. That'll be the most telling because there's so many, and I mean so many people who are saying they're done. When Rick is done, they're done. So that's going to let us know what the future is going to be like. Put your thoughts and opinions down in that comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.